very, very dry afternoon and now evening in southwest Florida, especially when you consider we're in the middle of August. Using the power of 4 to track a few showers off the east coast and 1 or 2 showers that have popped up in southwest Florida. Strong easterly wind in place at about 10 to 15 miles per hour. That's going to hold our sea breeze most likely in check. One of the reasons why we're just not seeing a lot of rain. Another reason is the fact that the atmosphere close to the surface has actually gotten drier over the last 24 hours. Here's a look at those showers. One that moved through Bonita Springs very quickly, another one that's out in the open waters of the Gulf of Mexico. Could have 1 or 2 more pop up between now and sunset. They should be very, very limited. Our temperature's close to 90 degrees, but maybe it doesn't feel quite as oppressive as it did yesterday when our heat index was close to 105. Here's the reason why. Our dew point temperatures have come down a little bit as the atmosphere has gotten a little bit drier. Sure, it still feels like it's in the mid-90s, but it doesn't feel like 103 to 105 like it did many times over the weekend. The dry air, well, it's in place right now, and it's going to make for a comfortable evening, although the temperatures are still going to be warm. So at 7 p.m., we're going to be hot and hazy with 86 degrees. At 10 o'clock, sultry and steamy, 79 degrees our temperature at 10 o'clock, and then warm and muggy to start your day at 5 a.m. with that temperature finally getting back down into the mid-70s. We'll be warm this evening, but still fairly comfortable evening because of the fact that the air is a little bit drier. And look at this. This is something that's a bit of a wild card. National Weather Service didn't even mention this in their discussions. Looks like maybe a little spin in the atmosphere here, some drier air that looks like it's going to be moving in at the mid and upper levels of the atmosphere in the short term. So that likely is going to keep our chance for rain a little bit lower than normal for this time of year. But boy, oh boy, do we have a lot of changes later this week. Here's meteorologist Michelle Cunningham with more.
That's right, we do. We've been talking about this upper level low pressure system going to move over and make for a fairly dry day tomorrow as well as Wednesday, and then that's when we start to feel the changes. So we have really a dominant easterly wind that we've seen throughout the day today, and Jim and I were just talking. We were checking the winds just now to see if we might get a little bit of sea breeze action right there. That's tomorrow, so maybe a little bit of a sea breeze action tomorrow that may trigger a few more showers, and rain chances are about 30% tomorrow, whereas they were about 10% today, and you can really see we've got very little in the way of moisture. Now things are going to really change come Thursday. We're going to put this into motion. So this is throughout the day Wednesday, and you can see not much going on. We have some isolated activity that's going to be moving through, but then as we get into Thursday, you can really see this white cloud. Well, it's really humidity levels in the mid levels of the atmosphere, and there you go, a big plume of moisture. So it looks like Thursday is going to be very active, and Friday looks much the same as well. As you can see, a more of a southerly wind flow bringing up that warm, moist tropical air. So rain chances by the end of the week. I think we're really going to make up for what we haven't seen over the last couple of days. Our inland communities, you'll see a few showers tomorrow afternoon, isolated rain, but look at those temperatures once again, feeling the heat throughout southwest Florida and the harbor zones. Again, if we get a little bit of an afternoon sea breeze, you could see a little bit more activity, but again, officially rain chances for everybody about 30%. We're looking at Fort Myers all the way down to Naples. 90 to 95 degrees, hazy and hot out there with those easterly winds at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Then the easterly winds becoming a little bit more southerly on the beaches late tomorrow afternoon. But overall, just a very, very steamy day for us once again tomorrow. Southeasterly winds turning on shore for the boaters. Winds are nice and light if you have boating plans. Isolated tomorrow, isolated on Wednesday. More numerous, much more numerous Thursday and Friday. We'll send it back to the desk.
Just ahead, why your kids' belly